Hello, hello, good morning. It's 7:30 on this December 13th, a Wednesday. Happy hump day to you. This is Breakfast with Bridgett here on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com. I'm your host, Bridgett Ellison. I'm so happy to be back with you this morning. I had a wonderful trip to go see my brand new niece and visit with my brother and his family, and my kids loved it. They got their first glimpse at snow, Candace. This is so exciting. I have one little picture here. I'm going to post all this on Facebook, but they got to see snow. My brother's a meteorologist, and he managed to map out a way for us to go sort of toward the Poconos, and we were able to catch some snow, just like a few patches left over from Thursday. We flew out on Thursday, and there were flurries, and we were hoping like, oh, maybe there'll still be some flurries when we get there, but there weren't. But it was amazing. It was amazing.
So close, but hey, they got to see it, and you didn't have to pack all the snow stuff.
Right. It was great.
You got the
I
best
don't
of both
even remember
worlds.
the last time I saw snow, so it was awesome. Maybe I can go
good.
back and actually ski like when the season really starts.
I mean, you have a family member there. You gotta
Right. I've never
gotta lean into
skied.
that.
I've never skied.
You know what? We have some skiers in this newsroom that really enjoy it. I'm too scared.
You think?
I'll go tubing.
Well, we could go to the kiddie area. What's it
Oh,
called?
the little snow bunny ones.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay. Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
I know you're a Florida girl,
I
but
am.
I'm a
I love
Carolina
it.
girl. We go crazy if it snows in the
Oh, I
Carolinas. It's
bet.
like everybody buy bread and milk. I don't know what bread and milk is supposed to do. I'm not sure what
French toast. Well, you still need eggs.
right. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I went a few years ago. Leslie was maybe 2, and we went to Asheville. And
Yeah.
I remember the day before I was supposed to leave, I was doing weather with Tom, and Tom looks at me and he goes, "You have snow gear, right?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, I remember that because we went to Once Upon a Child, right? And you got like all the snow
Yeah.
gear. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Because that's
It snowed in. We got
yeah.
stuck. We got stuck. We didn't have the proper gear. We had nothing. And they said this was like a once in a decade snowstorm. So we want to go
Right,
to like Asheville because we weren't able to do anything because
right,
we literally got snowed in.
right. Well, but that is that good hack though to go to Once Upon a Child or like a secondhand place, and
Oh
get
yeah.
the snow gear for the kids because you're only going to
Use
use
it
it just for
once.
that trip, and then the next time you go somewhere they're bigger. So
Exactly. Exactly. And it's outerwear too, which is perfect. Listen, no need for snow gear, Bridget, but
umbrella's coming though, right?
umbrella is coming, and it's going to be coming in just in time for the weekend. You know what I was thinking about doing? Trying to find where I can buy a kite. I think that'd be
Oh,
fun.
I have some in storage because I stay stocked for a windy day. I'll
Do
see
you
if I
really have
can. I'll
some?
see if I can find it in the garage for you.
Where do you
Some
find
unopened
kites?
ones. Well, when I see them on sale, I'll just grab a few and just keep them for when there's a windy day.
Well, you're welcome. I now created an activity for you to do with the kids
Okay.
later on today.
Yeah,
Go
because
fly a kite.
so we have to finish the ornaments. I let them do the ornaments on the bottom half last night. I put the lights on the bushes outside last night. Then I got a text from my neighbor that, sorry, I don't want to bother you, but your car door is open.
At
And
least it wasn't
so,
raining.
right, in the midst of like all that excitement of the decorating, the
Yeah.
kids got their backpacks out of the car, but they didn't close the door. And I didn't notice the door wasn't closed either.
I do that too, so it's not just the kids. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. Whether you're decorating today or just out and about running errands, it is going to be a blustery day. So let's take it to the map, show you what's going on out there. This week, the big story, it's not the temperatures. It's not the rain, at least this week. It's going to be the winds, gusting upwards about 35 miles per hour. It's going to be breezy today, and then we're going to start moving more into like windier kind of category by Thursday and Friday. And as we head into your weekend, strong storms will be expected. We're watching an area of low pressure that's developing off that old front that came through on Monday that brought us the big cold blast Monday afternoon. And that is going to surge back up north, bringing with it a whole lot of rain. Right now, though, as you're heading out the door, the breeze is starting to pick up all across town. Not too bad right now inland, but along our coastline, already picking up between about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Look at your wind gust modeling. Again, this is gust, not sustained, but we're looking at winds upwards about 30 miles per hour along our coastline, about 25 further inland, and the winds will increase even further. You can see those dark red shades there just off the coast. We could be clocking wind gusts up to about 35 to 40 miles per hour on Thursday and Friday, and then the winds will start to increase even as ahead of that next area of low pressure. Temperatures, again, not the big story. It's nice. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Upper 50s, low 60s, even a few 70s there sprinkled in along our coastline. But there you go. There are the kites. Very breezy today. Rain chances hit or miss at only about 20%. When we do have a strong onshore breeze, Bridget, it's hard to kind of rule out any rain from coming in. So we're going to keep it just a few fast rogue showers. Then our eyes turn to the south. Here comes that area of low pressure developing from the Gulf of Mexico. We'll be bringing in a whole lot of rain. Flooding threat will be there. Right now, it's a marginal risk for Saturday when it comes to our flood threat. Severe weather setup. It's all going to be dependent on where the low actually tracks. If it tracks like the the GFS model, which is this one, tracks a little further north, we could have more of a severe weather threat. The European model tracks a little further south, which would mean more rain and flooding, not more of a rotating concern. But of course, we'll have to kind of iron out those details as we get closer in. But then comes Sunday morning, looks like most of the activity shifts outwards. Drier, colder air will settle in behind it and will turn more colder by Monday and Tuesday. So here's your next few days: breezy to windy today, tomorrow, and Friday. Rain chances surge up to about 80%, more for the second half of your Saturday. So if you have weekend plans, holiday parties, early Saturday, maybe a Saturday brunch, you still should be good to go. It will still be breezy. It still will be windy, but it looks like more of the threat comes later on Saturday afternoon, lingering to early Sunday morning, and then dropping down those temperatures back into the mid 60s by Monday and Tuesday. It's just unfortunate. We have so many events going on. I know we were talking about our calendars, our kids' calendars, cookie decorating parties. There's just so much going on that a lot of people like to do these parties outside because it's December. This is the one time of the year you can do parties outside and you're pretty much good to go. Unfortunately, this low has a different story. So Saturday, Sunday will be the wettest of the next 7 days.
I'm hungry when you talk about cookie decorating. We talked about gingerbread houses earlier, and you said that you're
Yes.
more team cookie. Like you said, what was it? Take and bake, or
Break and
what was
bakes.
it? Break
Break
and
and
bake.
bakes.
So
hmm That's
that's
where they come in a little sheet and they're already, cut up and you just break and you bake it.
yeah. I always
And
eat a little bit of the raw dough too, but
well, Pillsbury now has it on their thing that says safe to eat raw.
oh, good. I'm
So
glad they gave me permission.
I don't know if that has changed now that it is on the label. I guess they probably don't have eggs in them. I don't
Mm,
know. I don't know what makes that safe, but whatever. If the package says it's safe to eat, I'm gonna eat it.
yeah, yeah. I'm glad that they let us know because I've been doing
I
that
know the
anyway.
rolling out of the dough and the cookie cutting. I'll do that if I have time.
But so you bake them and then you like to lay out the decorations, or that's your sister's thing, right?
Oh, that's my sister's thing. No, I
Yeah.
put the. This is how lazy I am. I put the sprinkles on before they bake, so they bake into them, so that way they're festive when they come out. Mm.
Okay, we'll go over the techniques a little bit later. I have to show you my niece too. I'm gonna post these
Oh,
on Facebook later, but like
was she
she's
a cuddle
just
bug?
she's
Look at
her
that.
name's Vivian. That's little
Look at you
Vivi Lou.
guys.
I know. This is so. I'm gonna post this on Facebook, guys. But I'm just
I was
gushing
thinking
because
about you.
I know. And the kids are obsessed too. They love
Oh,
her. They wanted to hold her so much,
the baby doll.
and yeah, she really is. She really is.
Well, I'm glad you finally were able to
So
see
yeah,
them. We missed
me
you though. We had
too.
let's see, we had juice with Julie and croissants with Crystal. But I missed
Croissant.
breakfast with Bridget. Croissant
Oh,
with Crystal.
I love it. I love
Anyway,
it. It works. It
we
works.
missed you. We
I
missed you.
am.
Welcome back.
Thank you. And I'm so devastated that our Barbie motif for our cubicles did not win over here. I heard that the
You didn't
Hogwarts thing
win?
over here in the web area won.
Ooh, awkward. I thought you guys were gonna
I
win.
know. I'm glad I wasn't here when the word came out.
Ooh, I wasn't here
I know.
either. I was
I
taking a
know.
nap already at that point.
Well, it is breakfast, lunch, and dinner with Bridget today, Candace. I'll have you know, I'm like front loading today because I have to get
Okay.
dental work done, and I'm dreading it, and I'm like gonna be numb like from here on
Oh,
out after like 1 o'clock
listen,
today.
listen. I'm a
So,
cavity person too. Listen, it is what it is. You can only
right,
do so much. You
but
can
you know
only
how
brush your teeth.
miserable it is when you're trying to eat and you can't eat.
Uh,
You
uh.
can't even, you're biting your face off trying to eat. So
Just try to go to sleep. I like to put my AirPods on. I say I'm sorry. I'm gonna be antisocial, but let me just put my AirPods on and I listen to music. That's what I try
see,
to do.
I'm a talker for some reason. I
But
think
they're
because I'm
doing dental
nervous.
work in your mouth.
I know. I know. Every time I get cleanings, I'm just talking away. I don't know how, but yeah. So I hope I go to
Like
sleep.
this lady
Like I
talks a lot.
said,
Does she do this for a living?
I'm gonna get my protein in. I'm gonna make sure I
What
am
do I
not
have?
hungry.
What do I have? I have applesauce. This is for your after dental work.
Okay. I might take you up on that. We'll see.
Okay. Make
We'll
sure to
see.
smile. Send us a picture.
You bet. Let's see if I show up tomorrow.
Oh, you better. All
All
right.
right, Candace. Thanks.
Bye, B.
All righty. Well, we want to get to a little bit of news this morning. Of course, there's always news going on. So we'll start with a little bit of news out of Sumter County first. There was a shooting there. An armed suspect was shot and killed in Sumter County after a standoff with deputies there. The sheriff's office sent out the SWAT team. They were trying to arrest this person as a suspected child molester yesterday on West Prairie Street and Center Hill in Sumter County. And investigators say 44-year-old Wayne Rollerson walked out of the home with a rifle, fired a shot, and deputies say they opened fire after that and killed him. And no one else was hurt in that case. And here's just a horrible, like, Grinch type story out of Apopka. Ezzy Castro has this one. It's a crime alert right now. Holiday toy donation stolen from a restaurant lobby, you guys, out of a donation box at a Chili's on 436 near Wekiva Springs Road. The manager is pleading with the thief to do the right thing and return the gifts. And of course, the community is coming together to get results in the meantime. Here's Ezzy.
What was meant to be something good went wrong after someone walked inside this Chili's restaurant in Apopka and stole a bag full of donated toys.
I always look at it to see what's in there and see the kind of toys that's there, and then if it's overflowing, I kind of take them so we can, have room for more toys and stuff like that. And I noticed that the bag was gone and there was only 2 toys left in there.
Kevin Fair and his wife Crystal collect toys during the holidays for an organization called Baby DJ, which provides gifts for families in need. Fair said he noticed the toys were gone when he got to work on Sunday.
It's heartbreaking. It's like, where did these toys go? Who would take these toys for other kids?
The Fair family telling us this is their way of giving back to the community and want the person who did it to return what they stole.
I was destroyed. I was like, why? I don't understand why or how anybody could steal from a charity. I mean, these are for kids that, might not otherwise have anything for Christmas or be getting anything.
That is so sad, but I'm glad to hear that neighbors are pulling together to get more toys, and hopefully, that person who did that can, make things right. I don't know, but I just hate to hear that, but thankful for the big hearts of the neighbors around there. This story takes us to Orange County now, to the schools. OCPS unveiling some new technology for this area aimed at improving safety. In just days, several schools will begin using walk-through weapon detectors like those used at sports arenas and concert venues and other schools across the country. Students as well as visitors will have to use these. 7 schools are in this pilot program right now. It starts Monday with Wekiva High, 6 other schools, including Boone, Horizon, Lake Nona, Evans, Timber Creek, and Jones. We'll keep you posted as Central Florida's largest school district implements these new weapons detectors. But we've also heard that it's also set up to detect other things like contraband. So we'll keep you updated on how that pilot program is going with OCPS. Now to a battery warning. We've heard about different warnings with batteries, whether it be car batteries, phone batteries, vape batteries, all these different warnings. And right now there's an urgent warning from the state's top fire official about growing risk when it comes to some of the hot holiday gifts that have lithium batteries, because if you're not careful, they can cause fires. So these are in things like phones, watches, cameras. News 6's Jerry Askin has more about what you can do to try to keep your family safe.
If you will err on the side of caution.
An urgent warning right now from Florida's Chief Financial Officer and State Fire Marshal Jimmy Petronis.
Don't let a holiday misstep on safety ruin your Christmas.
He's talking about lithium-ion battery products, items like e-bikes, for example, that he says need to be up to national safety.
Let's say it's charging inside your garage. Now, if that e-bike catches fire, you know what? You might lose your whole house.
He said lithium-ion battery fires have increased this year. Our News 6 investigative team have gotten safety results for you. In January, these flames consumed a garage truck in Seminole County. And in New York, we told you how 4 people died from this fire at an e-bike repair shop, all caused by lithium-ion batteries.
This one is another bike that has that certification.
And that's important to have.
That's very important to have.
Octavio Hoyos owns Eccentric Cycle in Orlando. He sells and repairs e-bikes at his shop. And this holiday season, he agrees with the State Fire Marshal's warning to make sure lithium-ion battery products are certified with the safety label like UL, ETL, CSA, or SGS.
We don't want anything to happen to consumers.
And you've seen in New York, you mentioned buildings blow up because of this.
Absolutely.
Now, Hoyos also recommends when charging your cell phone, which also has lithium-ion batteries, to first plug the cord into your cell phone before you plug it into an outlet. Petronis says safety for you and your family this holiday season is worth the investment.
It may cost a little bit more, but you're going to have a battery that was tested under rigorous testing and is going to be more likely to be safer for a long term and lots of years of enjoyment.
I'm Jerry Askin, getting results, News 6.
All right, so heed that warning and like it and share it on clickorlando.com as well to help get the word out. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back now with a little bit more news for you. This one will take us to News 6 investigator Mike Holfeld introducing us to a domestic violence survivor. As this holiday season, everyone is working to make ends meet and get results. And we're working with Harbor House to issue a call for gift cards to help these survivors. And these gift cards are a financial lifeline for domestic violence survivors who are in transition. So Mike has more on how you can help get results for this survivor and many more.
You must love them, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Kanitha is a survivor of domestic violence, juggling the needs of 2 young daughters, bills, and nursing school. A single mom trying to create Christmas joy without the means to put many gifts under the tree.
I'm trying to shift their perspective from the things that we have versus the memories that we have together.
Enter Harbor House Gifts of Hope, a donation drive that includes gift cards ranging from $25 to $50. They're used for gas and food, and this time of year, those holiday memories.
We specifically utilize them during the holiday season so that survivors can go out and purchase gifts for their kids.
The majority of domestic survivors shy away from the camera for obvious reasons. Michelle Sperzel is their voice. She's the CEO of Harbor House of Central Florida.
We are really giving them empowerment.
Michelle tells me those gift cards have been a Christmas miracle for children of survivors like Kanitha.
My kids are always like, wow, Santa brought like all of these presents, because to me they are Santa. You know, they are providing my kids with things that I wouldn't have had otherwise.
If you'd like to donate a gift card to Harbor House, you can mail it to Harbor House Gift Card Drive, Orlando, Florida, P.O. Box 680748. Mike Holfeld, getting results, News 6.
That's another great way to get involved this holiday season. And again, make sure you share that story online and help get the word out, because people are always looking for helpful ways to give back, unique ways to give back. And that is something that's definitely having an impact for those impacted by domestic violence in Central Florida. So check that one out and share it and help spread the word. Nemours is doing something really great for the kids. We want to show you this great video. It was a special moment for the little patients at the Children's Hospital there. Santa and the elves rappelled outside of Nemours in Lake Nona yesterday, window washing, spreading holiday cheer. You know, there they are, just even drawing on the windows with the kids. I think some were playing tic-tac-toe with them. They even took in some gift requests. The kids were shouting out what they'd like to have or like to see under the tree this holiday season. And the Santa and his elves have made that climb every year since Nemours Children's Hospital opened back in 2012. But we always love it when we get to see them hanging out outside the hospitals. It just really brightens the day for all those patients and the staff and families there. So that was a great moment. Another great moment happening out at Gaylord Palms. We want to take you there. You know, Santa has his own special magic for those who believe across the world. And earlier this week, the man in red stopped by Gaylord Palms to bring in some extra magic for deaf children. And News 6's Mark Lehman explains why the visit was so special.
They say Santa Claus speaks a special language that all the children of the world understand.
You ready? Yeah. Let's go.
And for some children today at the Gaylord Palms, Santa spoke to them for the first time.
There's no letters.
Deaf Santa Claus, also known as Santa Charles, is one of the few deaf Santas and is visiting each Gaylord Palms location in the U.S.
I'm there for all the kids. You know, they accept me for who I am, and that's what I'm here.
Communicating through ASL, Santa Charles says he feels a greater connection because he has a full understanding of the deaf experience.
I can see all the deaf kids, the glisten in their eyes, the glow. It's a deaf Santa Claus that can sign. It brings so much joy to be able to communicate with each other, interact. You know, we're connecting on a cultural level as well.
Brian Steinhoff lives in Central Florida and brought his family for the visit.
This Santa actually knows my language, so it's fantastic. You know, I'm 40 and this is my first time I've gotten to see a deaf Santa.
Brian's two daughters are CODAs, or children of deaf adults.
So to have Santa, you know, somebody who's a role model, and to use ASL and use a slightly different style than they see at home, it's a great opportunity to have them interact and see all the other deaf people and see how everybody communicates here.
That communication can speak volumes when it comes from St. Nick himself. Santa, can you teach me something? Can you teach me how to say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, right?
Merry Christmas. You got it? I love you.
Christmas.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And those here say the visit is something they'll cherish this Christmas and beyond.
There is a large deaf community here, and so it is great to get the word out about this event, and I'm happy to see how many people were able to show up.
In Orlando, Mark Lehman, Getting Results, News 6.
Isn't that awesome? I love that. I love Gaylord Palms. They have such a great variety of programming all around those amazing decorations, and even better that they're offering that for those who are deaf, and, you know, just being so friendly to people with all different types of abilities. I love that, so that everyone can experience that joy and come out and have fun. Speaking of fun, who loves holiday lights? I know I got my little bit of lights up last night, but, you know, there are people who really go all out, and we are looking to find all of those spots. We want to hear from you, and it's just that time of year where, you know, we would get in the car and ride around and look at lights. Where I grew up, we would go to McAdenville. Maybe it's a street in your neighborhood or your old neighborhood. Tell us about it and help us put it on the map, because News 6 is putting together a holiday light display map. And so it's interactive. You can go on to clickorlando.com and find the best displays in Central Florida. There's a home in DeBerry along Buena Vista Street that has 10,000 lights along with music and snowfall. There's also the Georgian Holiday House in Winter Park, which invites guests into the backyard for a holiday-filled attraction for $10. And you can also access this interactive map by heading to clickorlando.com/insider. You can even like I said, add your own tips on where to go to see the best lights. Again, you do have to be an insider to get into this page, but this is free to register for, to be an insider to see these special stories as well as enter for the contest. So signing up is easy and free. Make sure you check it out because today is the last day to enter to win that $750 holiday shopping spree. So make sure you sign up to be an insider, sign up for that giveaway, and check out the interactive map for all the holiday lights. We are going to wrap it up for now with Breakfast with Bridgett, but we have Jonathan Kegas coming up with your in-depth weather stories and a look at current conditions. That's straight up coming up at 8 o'clock right here on News 6 Plus. I'm Bridgett Ellison. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7:30 for Breakfast with Bridgett. Make it a great day.